Page 8, Predicate device, 510K, only. On page 8, specifically for 510K submissions, you will list your primary predicate, including whether it is a pre-amendments or exempt device without a submission number, the predicate submission number, trade name, primary product code, medical specialty, regulation, and product code. You can also add additional predicate and reference devices. The substantial equivalence comparison section requires a description of why differences in indications for use do not constitute a new intended use, or a statement if they are the same. Ensure that differences in intended use are explicitly justified to avoid substantial equivalence objections. This information will be publicly available in the 510K. Summary, so only non-confidential information should be entered. You must also include a summary of how the technological characteristics of the new device compare to the predicate device or devices. This information, if using the 510K summary, must be included in the rationale and will be publicly available, so only non-confidential information should be entered. Page 9. Substantial equivalence comparison, 510K. On page 9, for 510K submissions, you will attach a substantial equivalence comparison in tabular format, ensuring it includes a comparison of the indications for use and pertinent technology characteristics of your device and predicate device or devices. If your submission is for the safety and performance pathway, you should satisfy the comparison as outlined in the relevant guidance. You must explain how any differences do not affect safety or effectiveness of your device compared to the predicate. Page 10. Labeling. On page 10, you must submit proposed labels, labeling, and advertisements sufficient to describe the device, its intended use, and directions for its use. Photographs or engineering drawings should be supplied where applicable. It is also recommended to consult standard NCES 60601-1 Section 7 for applicable electrical device labeling, or ISO 14708-1 for implantable components. Under General Labeling, you should cite the attachment and page number where a symbols glossary is located, or describe symbols in adjacent text if no glossary is used. You must also state the magnetic resonance, MR, safety status for the device or devices. If the device contains a static and permanent magnet, cite where labeling includes a statement and/or contraindication regarding magnet use. Under Package Labeling, you will attach copies of packaging demonstrating labeling for transportation, including device and sterile packaging. Under Package Insert and Instructions for Use, attach copies of user instructions, inserts, directions for use, or instructions for use. For other labeling, you choose the attachment type from a drop-down. Under Specific Labeling, you must cite the attachment and page number where the indications for use exist in the labeling and where the name and place of business of the manufacturer, packer, or distributor is located. You must confirm that your uploaded labeling documents show consistency with your indications for use and device description. Additionally, you'll need to verify that your labeling aligns with any relevant special controls or guidance documents. Page 11. Alternative approaches. On page 11, you can provide a rationale for using an alternative approach to applicable guidance or special controls if your approach deviates from FDA recommendations. Page 12. Reprocessing, sterility, and shelf life. On page 12, you will answer questions regarding cleaning or disinfection and sterilization instructions and the number of reprocessing instructions. For sterility, you will state how many sterilization methods are used. If your device has a shelf life, you will indicate this. You will then attach any documentation pertinent to reprocessing, sterility, and shelf life. Page 13. Biocompatibility. On page 13, based on the answers provided in the device description section, biocompatibility information is needed. You will state how many tissue contacting products and components and materials there are. You will then attach any documentation, such as test reports, pertaining to the biocompatibility of your device. If no test reports were attached, you must attach a rationale explaining why testing is not necessary.